The next document is called Where's the Beef? SIGINT for the Department of Agriculture.
Oh wow. Now that's interesting sounding for sure.
Do you want to do it quickly?
Sure, yeah. Because I don't know if everybody knows this, but the Department of Agriculture is actually pretty powerful and an issue in itself in a lot of ways.
You may not think that a Department of Agriculture would have much interaction with signals intelligence, but in fact, it is a huge contributor to their mission. Top secret.
Yeah.
The US Department of Agriculture is involved in trade operations to protect and secure large segments of the US economy. So here we go again.
Yeah.
Economic spying. Spying for economic gain.
Yeah, I think this is really huge.
They rely on SIGINT to support their negotiations in international trade.
Wow.
The Department of Agriculture makes routine negotiation decisions and recommendations to their chain of command based on signals intelligence.
Yeah, because I mean, bigger agriculture is a lot like big pharma, so.
They aren't top secret cleared, but they still are supported with SIGINT.
The NSA has a substantial and proven record in protecting US trade interests and keeping the food supply safe by providing relevant information. The NSA does a very...
So this sounds suspiciously like they take top secret information and just report it as secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that paragraph that you're looking at right now is interesting. The relationship between the WLO and sub-cabinet members of agriculture the relationship allows WLO representatives to attend weekly USDA briefings to ensure NSA is aware of trade issues and upcoming meetings. Additionally, WLO has access to the secretaries and other USDA leaders' membership calendars, stay on top, blah, 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 blah. But I'm interested in this because the agricultural industries and the USDA, these are huge, huge, powerful industries, and it's a lot like the big pharmaceutical companies and that industry effect on government. So seeing this interacting directly with the NSA, to me, is huge. The agricultural industries, create a huge amount of pollution, and I could go on a huge long rant, pro-veganism, but yeah.
And look at this.
Yeah. The Canadian partners as well deserve credit for their role in WLO's support of agriculture. Wow.
So Maui is, remember last week we talked about the multimedia interface?
Yeah.
They call it Maui. But that Canadian intelligence gathered from the Canadian spies,
yeah,
is being used by the US Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, so I think this overall document is interesting, and then that's additionally interesting in and of itself. Yeah, a lot of people have complained that of issues with the meat and dairy industry, especially having a lot of powerful, a lot of power that maybe you wouldn't guess a food industry would have. But yeah. Yeah, and this is the other thing, when people talk about global warming a lot of time, and I know probably a lot of people in this chat already know this, but you talk about global warming, but you don't see people discussing the impact of agriculture on global warming. So, you know.
Okay. I think that's it.
Awesome.
So, sure enough, even the Department of Agriculture
is a customer of the NSA.
A customer of the NSA and benefiting from the Eye of Sauron, and doing so purely for economic reasons.
Yep. I think
that's terrorism, not for terrorism, not for war, but purely to weigh the scales in their favor in trade negotiations and to create economic benefits.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely my favorite document that we saw in the whole evening. Because no, that's really, I love, because this is the first document we saw this evening that actually did outline a customer. So, you know, again, that's the significance that we're looking for. And I think that that's really telling that you've got that economic basis for the customer, like you said.
I would love to get the quotes from the congressional hearings or whatever, where they're like, we don't spy for economic reasons, because I've heard them say that so many times. They're like over and over again, we do not spy for economic reasons. Then why are you giving signals intelligence to the Department of Agriculture?
Yeah, exactly. And that's actually a great way to write if you're writing an article. I don't know if that's the way you structure the Decipher. I think you have more like dot points in like a sentence. But if you're structuring an article around this document, you could say, and here are a couple of the times that they've said that they don't do this. And then here we have the example in the document of them doing exactly this. So.
Precisely.